Hey friends, we are on lesson 39. Pull out 39 and we will get started. Remember, you are taking notes on side A, so get out a pencil, write down whatever I write down, underline what I underline, and it will help you out when you go to side B. So draw a 12 centimeter line segment. We're going to go to the centimeter side of our ruler. 12 centimeters. There is our 12 centimeters, and connect them. And then draw a congruent line segment, same size, same shape. 12 centimeters, and connect them. The next problem says, George swam 26 laps in the pool during January. He swam 30 laps during February. How many laps did he swim during both months? So let's go back. We're looking for both months. That means we must have to add them up. 26 in January, 30 in February. So 26 plus 30. And I believe it was this group. We've started using a strategy where if it's a simple math problem where we don't have any carrying number to the next column or borrowing from our neighbor, then we should be able to do side-to-side adding or side-to-side subtracting. So let's do that real quick. We can add the ones place first, so that would be the 6 and the 0, and that makes 6. We can add the tens place next. That would be the 2 and the 3, which are actually 20 and 30 because they're in the tens place. But we can think of it like 2 and 3. And that's 5. Now, what were we counting? Let's go back and look at the question. How many laps? 56 laps. Number 2, draw 13 quarters. How much money is this? Write the amount 2 ways. So we're going 13, and remember what quarters are worth? We're going to practice counting by quarters today. This is a really good one to learn for starting to pay for things in stores. So 13 quarters. I'm going to write them as 25s. 25, whoops, screwed that one up. 25, 25, 25. I'm gonna run out of room. I don't know why they thought I should do 13 quarters in this little space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you can go outside the space if you want, let's say that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good gravy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I've got my 13 quarters. I hope they gave you less or more room. How many did they give you? You have to draw 10. Well, you have to draw small people. Okay, so when we're counting quarters, you'll learn very well very soon how to count quarters if you don't know already. It's on page 6. So 1 quarter is worth 25 cents, right? When we're counting 25s, that one right there is 25. 2 of them is 50, 3 of them is 75, and 4 of them is 100 or $1. 100 cents or $1. So when we count 25s, we say 25, 50, 75, 100. Or when we're counting money, 25, 50, 75, $1, right? And then it starts over again. $1.25, $1.50, $1.75, $2, $2.25, $2.50, $2.75, $3. So 1 quarter is 25, 2 is 50, 3 is 75, 4 is $1. So we're going to put these quarters in groups of 4 because dollars are just easier to count than quarters, right? So I'm going to use my pink. Maybe that'll show up a little better. 25. This problem's going to be a mess. There's another group of 4, there's another $1. There's another group of 4, there's another $1. And then we have this guy right here. He's just gonna sit on his own because he can't fit into a group. 25. So how many whole dollars did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, right? So we had 3 whole dollars. Actually, let's, let me think here. Yeah, 3 whole dollars and this much more. How much is that? 25. So 2 ways we could do this. We could think of it like if we were just counting by 25s and not counting by dollars. We could think of it like 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250, 275, 300, and 325, just like this, right? And that way we're just counting cents. If we want to talk about it like dollars and cents, then we say $1, $2, $3 and 25 cents. Okay, with a $sign decimal point. Now, if you figured it out one of these ways and wanted to convert it to the other way, or figured out 325 and wanted to convert it to $3.25, you would just put the decimal point 2 spaces in. Money is always just decimal point 2 spaces from the right. Okay, so those are the 2 ways to write it. Color half of the apples green. How many apples are green? So we're going for half. That means 2 equal groups. Well, I can see when I look side to side, there's no good way for me to cut it this way, but I can see that if I cut it this way, the groups will be equal, right? So let's cut it right down the middle. And then it looks like we have 2 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many apples are green if I color half of the apples green? 7. Write the value of these coins in 2 ways. So if you need to get out your page 5, go ahead and do that, because when you don't have colors to work with, you kind of have to go by sizes, and then you really have to match the pictures to get to know the coins well, okay? Now the little bit of complication is that they've started printing coins that look very different than some of these now. The backs of quarters, there are at least 50 different backs of quarters now because they did one for every state. And then I think these 3 look pretty much the same. They haven't done as much changing with the dimes and the nickels and the pennies as they have with the quarters. I think what I put in your notebook here is pretty much the way it was, or the way it is now. And this is the newer face of the quarter. There are some older quarters that look a little different than this, but quarters are recognizable because they're the biggest, right? Dimes are recognizable because they're the smallest, but they're not worth the least, they're just smallest. Nickels are almost as big as the quarters, and they're really thick, and they have smooth edges, right? And pennies are always easier to picture unless you don't have colors on your pictures. Then you have to notice that the guy on the penny is facing this way, and the other guys are facing this way. So penny's different because the guy faces this way. Now, when we look at these on the bottom are all pennies, and that one's a penny too. And you can tell the backs say 1 cent, but the fronts, the guy is facing this way. So this is worth 1, 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 this is worth 1. Now, this is worth 5 cents. I can see that's written on the back, and this is the front of a nickel. It's just a little bit smaller than the quarter. So this is worth 5, 5, 5, and now this one's a little smaller. Do you remember what the smaller one is? That's the dime, right? And the dime was worth 10. So we have 10 cents in dimes. We have 5, 10, 15 cents in nickels. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cents in pennies. Add them up. We get 7 plus 5 plus 0 is 12. 2 goes down, 1 goes up. 1, 2, 3. So we have 32 cents, right? So one way to write it is like that with a cent sign. The other way to write it, remember you just go 2 spaces from the right and put a decimal point. So it's 0.32. And don't forget a dollar sign. Circle all the ways to make 41 cents. So we're going to have to do some figuring. 4 dimes, that's 40, 4 tens, and 1 penny. 40 plus 1, that one works, because remember we're going for 41. 1 dime is 10, and 4 pennies is 4. 10 and 4? Nope. 3 dimes, 10, 20, 30, and 1 penny. So 30 and 1? Nope. 3 dimes, 10, 20, 30, and 11 pennies. Well, 30 and 11. 1 and 4. That one works. We also could have taken this group of tens and put it over here for a dime and had 4 dimes and 1 penny. And then we could have also had something similar to this. Oh, look at this. They almost tricked us. They put the dimes last over here. 1 penny and 4 dimes. Same thing as over here, just in a different order. That is 41. 3 dimes, so that's 30, and 21 pennies. So that's 21. What does that equal? 1, 5. That is too much. Too much, too much. Okay, watch your signs. They're gonna do it on side B too. They're starting to try to trick you with those signs, so you gotta pay attention. Now, multiplying, what's our strategy we can use? Bring that 0 over here. So we have a 47 with the, oops. Oofta, it's getting toward the end of the week, isn't it? 47 with a 0. 47 take away 20. So we can practice going side to side on this one, because 7 take away 0, we can do that without borrowing. 7 take away 0 is 7. 40 take away 20, or 4 take away 2 is 2. Now we're going to go 47 plus 20. So we can do the same thing again. Add the ones this time. 7 plus 0. We don't have to do any carrying, so we can do it. That's 7. And 40 plus 20, or 4 plus 2, is 6. Now we have to figure out the patterns. 70, 63, 56. I can see that this is getting smaller, so we're subtracting, right? So let's count back or count the spaces in between. You can choose to count from 63 to 70 or 70 back to 63. It's up to you. Let's just figure out how many jumps are in there. So 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So there's 7 jumps there. Let's figure out the next one. It went down again. So let's go 56 to 63. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. 7 again. So we're subtracting 7, aren't we? We're counting backwards by 7. So 56, now this could be a very good time for you to get your number chart out. So 56 take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 42. My paper's getting away. 42. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35. Okay. Now this one I can see is getting bigger. So we're going up with every jump. And you do have to check more than one jump, because pretty soon they're going to start giving you patterns like plus a certain number and then minus another number and then plus that number. So the pattern's going to go plus minus plus minus. So pay attention to both of these. 55 to 65 went up by 10. 65 to 75 went up by 10, didn't it? The ones are staying the same. The tens place is going up by 10, by 1, right? So let's go this way first. 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. The tens place went 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's go backwards. 95, 85, 75, 65, 55. Take 1 off the tens place and we get 45. And another one, we get 35. All right. Go do side B. Take a picture if you did any scratch work. And do a little bit of fact practice somewhere in your day. And I'll talk to you soon.